Hello, welcome back. Duck in Citrus Glaze, which means that the glaze are designed with oranges and lemon. Homemade, decided by me. And actually, when I completed this meal, I complemented with an orange sauce, making this technically what the French call canard de la hanche. You heard me, canard de la hanche, which is in essence roast duck in orange sauce. But the orange sauce portion of this is not going to be in this video. I'm going to create a very short one that you can watch if you decided to complement it with a sauce, which you don't have for this meal. You don't have to do that for this meal. So I'm going to focus only on the glaze and the actual duck. So before I start, if you agree with my philosophy of cooking with your senses, while enhancing your senses, feel free and share this video. Hit like. Subscribe if you haven't. Write comment. And I will reply to them. So, go nowhere. Let's create. So what I have here is a 4-pound duck. It's a beautiful duck. I took the internal organs out. This piece of skin, I cut it from here. I'm going to get my paring knife and I'm going to stab it a little bit because I want my ingredients to go through it. You go and doing both sides, by the way. Small holes, small stabs. What you do is you have handy some rosemary, thyme, bay leaf, I have a couple, turmeric, smoked paprika, or you can use regular paprika. I have some oregano, and I have several teeth of garlic, which I mince. And I'm going to go with the Himalayan pink salt. You can use any salt. And what you do is you start rubbing this baby, and you do that about 12 hours before you're going to cook it, maybe longer, up to 2 days. So I'm going to put the Himalayan salt. You notice I didn't put any oil or anything because duck are fatty. They have their own fat. So you don't need to put any oil. You do Himalayan. Add some of the oregano. Rub that baby. You're going to do the same on both sides, by the way. Add some of the turmeric. In essence, you're doing your own combination adobo and sazon, but you're doing it homemade, so it doesn't, you don't get the bad stuff, preservative. Let's do some of the smoked paprika too. You rub it well, and then you do the garlic. You rub this baby. And you do exactly the same on the other side. You might want to put some in the inside. It's pretty easy. You transfer everything to a container and then you add a couple bay leaf. You can add a little bit more garlic if you want to put inside. Get some rosemary around, just for aromatics. Some thyme, also for aromatics. Stuff's going to smell good. Then you cover it with aluminum foil and put in the refrigerator, because you want the aromatics to stay with the dirt. And that's it. It goes to the refrigerator. Let it be there overnight. I'm going to do mine for about 12 hours. So this is going to be very simple, my design for the glaze. Orange, maybe 1, 2, if you most. You peel it. Don't throw the peels away. Put it aside because you're going to need them. And you squeeze it. You know, you squeeze the juice out, because that's what you're going to use. About half a lemon. Peel it too. Don't throw the peels away. You're going to squeeze it. About 4 teeth of garlic minced. You're going to need some balsamic vinegar. I prefer the style Modena. And you're going to need some soy sauce. And I like to use, if you can find it with low sodium, that's perfect. So I start in a small pot, medium high heat, 1/3 of a cup of the soy sauce, 1/3 of a cup of the orange juice that you squeeze. Add your garlic. And you don't want your garlic to burn, so you want to move things around a little bit. Add some of the peels from both the lemon and the actual orange. Squeeze a little bit of lemon. Half a lemon. You don't have to squeeze it completely. And then you add your balsamic vinegar. You might want to lower the heat a little bit to medium. And your balsamic vinegar, adjust the cap. I have 1. This is my glaze. Got 3. Let's make it 4. And you let this cook for about 2, maybe 3 minutes, medium heat. And that's pretty much it. And this is how the glaze is going to look like. Once again, if you add honey, which you can do too, and cook it with the honey, which you add when you add the soy sauce and the orange juice, it will get a little bit thicker. But I don't want to add honey. I don't want to make my dog too sweet. So I got this baby out from the refrigerator. It's been marinating for 12 hours. One thing I'm going to do, and you don't have to, but I will, I'm going to take that rosemary, some of those herbs out, because it makes it cleaner, for lack of a better term. You know, when you cutting and eating and whatever. Doesn't have to be perfect. Some things are going to be there, that's fine. Half an orange that I have left from when I was doing preparing the glaze. I'm going to put inside. And I also have a lemon, which I cut in pieces. I'm going to put it there too. Lemon, I cut it in squares, and I did the same with the half of the orange. And then you have a little string handy. And you lift this up, the legs, and you tie it up. It's very simple. So I put the oven, it was preheating at 350 degrees. The duck, I put it in a pan. It has this griddle thing so the fat goes down. That way the duck doesn't get the fat swimming around because it's fatty. And what you're going to do, you're going to leave the breast facing up and you're going to cook the top first for about an hour. Put it in the oven and you're going to cook it for an hour, 350 degrees Fahrenheit. It's been 1 hour now. I'm going to turn it around by putting the breast facing down. Breast is facing down. I'm going to put this back in the stove. I'm going to let it cook at the same temperature, 250 degrees Fahrenheit. I'm going to let it cook for about 45 minutes. So it's been about 45 minutes. Now I'm going to flip it back again for the breast to be facing up. This side, I'm going to cook it for about an hour and 15 minutes, but I'm going to be keeping a close eye anyhow. But now is when you start doing the fun part. You get your homemade glaze and you start applying it. You want this baby moist. And you do this every 15 minutes. Every 15 minutes. It has now about 30 minutes to go. And I have done this a few times already, every 15 minutes. So I have done it already a few times, but I wanted to show you how nice and looking it becomes after you've done it a few times. So 30 minutes to go. So this is the bottom of the duck grease, and I'm going to do something with it. I'm very simple. This is what I'm doing with the residual duck fat. I got some potatoes here that's sliced. Let me lower the heat to medium. Couple notches below medium. Time to pause this baby.